Alright, what is up guys and girls? Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good Christmas. But anyways, this is my ranger. You might notice that this ranger's name is a bit different than the previous video with update 1 for the gas arrow poison build. It's because that one ended up dying to the Titan, one shot. I don't think it's a bug, I think it's just a mechanic that overlaps if you're too close. But anyways, I'm gonna quickly try and showcase the clear on this build and then show the passive tree, the gems, and yeah. But anyways, let's quickly run through this. I would say the damage is not bad. We're practically using this is a tier 4 map also, for those that are wondering. Damage is not bad. Movement speed is relatively decent, nothing crazy. But yeah, as you can see, this is my single target. Nothing too crazy. Eventually this build should be a bit faster. Eventually. And I know a lot of people have been talking about armor, saying armor is really bad. I'm gonna ignore that strongbox. It's kind of hard to showcase maps if there's no bosses, I guess. That's something I've realized, but I just want to show how fast I can clear a tier 4 map, and I'm currently level 72. For those that are wondering or didn't see it in the info panel. I would say it's decent. I'm also not ascended, like I don't have my 3rd ascendancy points, which would make it so I can shoot, move and shoot faster. Oh, this map has a lot of strong boxes. But yeah, as you can tell, it's somewhat decent. Nothing too crazy. There's really no way of showcasing the damage of single target, like against the boss, because I don't really have any maps with bosses. Well, I do, but those maps are kind of rippy. They have very rippy bosses.
Death from above.
Alright, I should stop looting, but anyways. Yeah, my bow is also not that good. Like, I'm still using a very low level bow. My current bow is about level 39, I believe. This is a really bad map layout, too. Sometimes it goes in a circle, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I got a weird layout. Anyways. But yeah, as I previously mentioned, I know a lot of people have been saying armor's bad, and they're not wrong. But it's honestly saved me quite a lot versus if I didn't have any armor. I'm pretty sure this character would be dead. I'm pretty sure this character would be dead. Hold on. Well, I want that rare. Because my character is poor. I mean, my account is poor. Yeah. Anyways, you get the point. I don't need to do any more with the map. It's pretty good for tier 4. Nothing crazy. I'm sure it'll get better later on once I have a better bow and once I have more movement speed on my boots. But anyways, this is my passive tree. Practically the same as the last one, but I've made some adjustments on pathing instead of going through evasion and movement speed. I went through projectile damage because these nodes suck. The starter ones are always really bad. Unless you're, you know, going for damage, but yeah. These ones suck, and movement speed I'll spec into later on. The 4% would be worth it for 2 points, 100% worth it, because this is 2 points for 3%, but you're also getting evasion. I get poison. My mod in my stream told me that there's more poison nodes, which I didn't know. So I actually didn't plan on going over here, because I didn't know that the poison nodes were here. But if I were to get a poison node, or an anoint, I would probably get building toxins because this would be another 2 poisons in Y2 because of the ascendancy. This one doubles the number of poisons, so if you have 1, you have 2, if you have 4, you have 8. You know, you're just doubling your poison damage. I went with these projectile nodes, went pathing down here. I will get this armor. This is like end game. I practically just went into damage first, and then you can go into poison, and then start going into the mercenary tree, getting armor, pathing through here, and I'm just pathing through into this direction just because of the magnitude and increased duration of ailments, and magnitude of ailments, and then some strength just for more life. I'm hoping this character around level 90 can have 3k with armor, but evasion and energy shield is far better just because of the what's the name of it, the ghost dance. When you get hit, a certain percentage of your evasion shield or evasion rating is calculated and recovered for your energy shield. But yeah, I don't mind armor, to be fair. My jewels aren't anything crazy, it's just bow damage and quiver stuff and movement speed, bow damage, stuff like that. Like I said, nothing crazy in here, but yeah. Anyways, that's the passive tree. My resistances aren't filled, so right now I'm kind of substituting a topaz charm, but once I can get lightning up to like 70%, I'll probably swap this out for a amethyst. I am currently level 72 with 2k life. I have 2.7k armor and about 2.1k evasion rating, and my movement speed is about 20%. Alright, gems. I'm using Vine Arrow linked to Magnified effect just so the vines could stretch wider. Slow Magnitude. This I think scales Maim, or not. Yeah, it scales Maim, but I've been told that the slow from this plant doesn't actually do anything. It's just visual. I don't know. I'm not too sure. It says it can slow up to 40%, but some enemies have less effect of being slowed. It's really hard to tell, but yeah. Can't really tell. And then I'm using Maim just to scale the slow even higher, just slightly. I think Maim is normally applied at like 21%. And then with 15%, you're getting another 2% slow. Poison Burst Arrow, nothing crazy here. Just more attack speed. And Culling Strike. I should have, honestly, Conk Effect in here, just for damage. Because, I'll explain why. Gas Arrow, when you're fighting an enemy that has Trail of Fire, Gas Arrow doesn't actually stay there, because it always gets ignited and ends up exploding. So the way you counteract that is by going Poison Burst Arrow. But there's not really too many damage gems I can put on here, so my Poison Burst Arrow is somewhat mediocre for single target. But it's better than Gas Arrow, because Gas Arrow just applies the initial hit, and then the gas just disappears. This is only conditionally for if there's fire on the ground and Trail of Fire on rare monsters. And maybe the fire explosions from the that modifier on blue monsters. But yeah, so Conk Effect would be good in here for single target increase. But this is my main damage skill. Gas Arrow linked to comorbidity, just so you have more poisons. Bursting Plague, very good. Momentum. This works like you have to move. It makes that noise. You can see it, and like it makes the whoosh, whoosh noise. I'm sure this will activate a bit better once I have the second ascendancy. But I've noticed this doesn't activate up to a certain point. Like if you're attacking and moving, but your movement speed is quite low, it doesn't actually take into account, like it doesn't proc this effect, because you're not moving fast enough to move 2 meters. Deadly Poison, just for more poison damage, reducing the initial hit. And yeah, Barrage linked to Premeditation and Ingenuity. You could also do Second Wind, hypothetically speaking, if you wanted to. But this is just to double up my gas arrows, just for single target. And then I have Rain of Arrows linked to Persistence. Persistence is not for Rain of Arrows because it only fires a set amount of arrows. But the increased duration or persistence is for Withering Touch. It's so my my withered debuff applies with an increased duration. So instead of 4 seconds, it would be like almost 6 seconds. It's like 5.6, I think, something like that. And then we have oh no, it is, yeah, okay, it's like 5.8. Anyways, Chaos Infusion, because you need to have chaos damage to apply this, because it says support skills inflicted withered on hit with chaos damage. If your bow doesn't have any chaos damage, then you can't apply any withered. You can also use the aura, I forgot what it's called, but it's the persistence buff, and it applies wither. I was using it initially, but I got rid of it because there's just no point. It only applies like 10 stacks. And if you run away, it applies like maybe 5, like when I say 10 stacks, I mean it applies 2 stacks that do 10% more damage with chaos, aka poison. But yeah, I have Wind Dance linked to Blind. This will just help with evasion and evading monsters' hits. Vitality and Cannibalism, just very good for mapping. Cannibalism is very powerful. I wonder if they'll ever nerf it. I'm not too sure, but it's a very powerful support gem. Very powerful. Especially in Ritual, where in Ritual you get flooded with monsters. Flooded. And then last of all, I have Plague Bearer, Expanse. You might be thinking that like the cooldown might be punishing, but you'd be surprised that you don't fill up your 100% poison or 100% Plague Bearer that fast. So this is actually really good support gem. You could also, if you wanted to make the area even bigger, you could make it a 5-link and add magnified effect, but that's unnecessary. But I have Chaos Infusion in here, and I mean Chaos Mastery and Physical Mastery, because this is a physical chaos gem. So I'm getting, so right now it says about 6.2 thousand.
Chaos spreads.
And if I take this off, it does about 3.5. So it nearly doubles the damage with 2 support gems. It's very strong. But yeah, those are my support gems. This is my gear. Like I said, my bow is not that good. Helmet, pretty trash, but I'm just using this as stats for now. Yeah, my gear is alright. It's very low level. Still working on upgrades. This character just recently hit maps, probably like 4 hours ago. Like not just in general playtime. Quiver is decent. Nothing crazy. But yeah, that's my gear. Another gem I plan on using in the future would be the Spare Curse, the lowest level, which would help with reducing the enemy's chaos resistance. And that's pretty much it that I can think of. I don't know what else I could use for single target. I've tried other gems. I've tried Tornado to apply Wither. It doesn't work. You could technically use that one ice skill if you want to apply Withered. I forgot the name of it, but here, let me just quickly check it out. Oops. Freezing Salvo. You could technically use Freezing Salvo to apply Withered. I'm not sure how well it overlaps, but you just need to hit the same enemy 10 times, and then it guarantees the application of Withered. But I'm not too sure how well this overlaps, and I think it randomly shoots the missiles, I believe. But yeah. That's my gear. That's my character currently level 72, called Zeph 11. Yeah. Hopefully this character doesn't end up getting one shot or dying. I hope I can take this character up to like level 85 at least, and continue making it stronger, making it faster, and yeah. I'm aware that armor sucks. Hopefully no one types that in chat, in the comments. I mean, but I think armor is still somewhat decent for small hits, but if it comes to like the gorilla with the pillar, you're probably not going to live unless you're really lucky and he low rolls. But I don't think I could tank a tier 1 gorilla slam. I think this character would just die. Unless I had 3k HP, then maybe, but yeah. Anyways, Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And take care and bye-bye. Ciao.